Okay, team, I know I normally come at you with big energy, big motivation. I want to uplift. I want to serve you. This is a little different video today. I definitely want to serve you with this video. I think if we handle ourselves properly, we can serve each other in this beautiful planet of ours and every human on this planet living and breathing here with us. Today, I'm going to speak about one specific incident, the George Floyd incident. Yes, we have hundreds of problems in this city right here, Cedar Park. We have hundreds of problems in the state of Texas, United States, country, North America, and the world. We will always have hundreds of problems. We have them now. But listen, there's nothing wrong with diving in and really trying to nail down and talk about one specific problem sometime, especially when it's justified, and I think this is justified. There are a lot of people, millions and millions of people that want to dive into this one specifically, and rightfully so. What happens sometimes, we see it on social media, see it in people converse. A post is made about George Floyd specifically, Black Lives Matter, where somebody or a group is really zoning in on one thing, and I don't think it's a good response. But what we see is people coming in is like, well, you know, all lives matter, or what about these 5 problems, this, and all the stuff going on over here, and how this ties in with this, and all this. I kind of think that's bullshit. I think that's terrible timing. I think it's BS. That's what I'm gonna call foul on that one. I think you need to check yourself. It kind of fires me up, probably more than it's ever fired me up before. I think I'm seeing things a little more clearly now after this one, because I'm telling you right now, man, I want to dive into this one. I watched that video. That video freaking wrecked me. It tore me up. I watched George not resisting. I watched George in handcuffs in the prone position on his belly with his head turned sideways. I listened to what he said while he was in handcuffs, and we know George died. And it freaking crushed me, man. It crushed me more than just about anything I've ever watched. It's like right up there. And it maybe because the video was more impactful, it just seemed it shook me. I know there's been other similar situations and various problems, like I said, hundreds of problems, and we see videos sometimes, but that one shook me bad, and I know it shook a lot of you, and it stomped me in the ground, and it defeated me for a little bit, and angered me for a little bit, but I always go back to I want to serve. I want to take the best of the situation and serve. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. You need to watch it all. If you have watched it and it didn't freaking crush you into the ground and just soul crush you and rip your heart out, well, I'm willing to talk with you, because I can't understand how that would not. I'd almost say that there's something wrong. You're having some issues, because that video hurt. It hurt bad, and I can't imagine watching that. I can only imagine as a black person watching that. It had to hurt. It had to be 10 times more impactful. I can't pretend to understand, but I want to understand better. I can't pretend to say I know what you're dealing with, but I want to understand more. I talked to my good friend Carrie. Carrie is the husband of Dr. Laura Pence. Carrie's a black man. Love you, Dr. L. I love you, Carrie. Thank you for sharing with me. Carrie talked about conversations that he has to have with his black sons. Conversations I don't have to have with my kids. Yeah, and you know what? That's a little bit of privilege. A lot of white people get uncomfortable talking about the privilege thing, and they get uncomfortable talking about this stuff, and I'm not uncomfortable talking about it anymore. And I enjoyed talking with you about it, Carrie. The fact that I don't have to have that conversation with my kiddos, the fact that Carrie and other black humans, brothers of mine, I want to be your brother. I'll do it. I don't know how to say everything, man. I'm just working my way through this video. It's just improv, but it's coming from the heart. I know you have to navigate. You have to converse. You have conversations behind the scenes with each other that I don't have to have. But thank you for shedding the light and being letting me see inside your world. Things that you navigate life a little differently. My friend Allison Tide just posted a video of Ernest, appliance repairman in Florida, I believe it was. Love you, Ernest. I love the stories that you shared. Thank you for sharing them openly. But those things are the way a black person navigates their day periodically to avoid situations, to avoid scaring somebody, to avoid getting themselves in trouble. I've never had to deal with that. I don't want to pretend to understand it, but I appreciate you sharing because it's helpful. It's serving the human race. We need to be better. We need to be better, and it's perfectly freaking okay for millions of people to want to zone in on this one thing. And when they attach Black Lives Matter to it, they're doing it for a specific reason. They are never. I'm learning. They are never saying that all the problems don't matter. They want to zone in on this one for a little bit, and rightfully freaking so, man. So I'm with you, Carrie. You're my brother, dude. Thank you, man. Thank you for the talk the other day. Ernest down in Florida, I don't know you, man, but Allison, thank you for sharing Ernest's story. I'd love to lock arms and peacefully march with you, my friend. So I love each and every one of you. I love this world of ours. I love the days that we get, the hours, the minutes, the seconds that we get. We can be a lot better. We can do better. And I want to do my part as a guy that's as a white man that in many cases got a little head start. I'm understanding that more now. I want to use that to help any way I can. So I love you. That's all I got. Live, love, laugh, and serve big. Big focus on the serve from Yancey's backyard. Much love.